Hello friends, and welcome to a story about gratitude, kindness, and coming together. Look at these beautiful autumn leaves swirling down. They remind me that a very special time of year is here. It's a time for sharing, a time for thanks, and a time for a very special celebration. Our story begins with a cool blue cat named Gus. Gus loves school, especially when something exciting was happening. Today was one of those days. Gus and his friends walked into their classroom, and wow, it was like stepping into a cozy autumn dream. There were colorful leaves, paper pumpkins, and drawings of turkeys everywhere. They were getting ready for their school's Thanksgiving play. Their teacher, Ms. Appleby, gathered everyone around. "All right, everyone," she said with a warm smile. "Our play is about a very important moment in history. The first Thanksgiving." Opened a big storybook with colorful pictures inside. The pages showed people who had traveled a long, long way across the ocean on a ship called the Mayflower. These travelers were called the Pilgrims. When they arrived in their new home, life was very hard. They didn't have much food, and they didn't know how to grow crops in this new land. But they weren't alone for long. They met the Wampanoag people, the Native Americans who had lived on that land for a very long time. The Wampanoag were incredibly kind and principled. They knew all the secrets of the land. They showed the Pilgrims how to plant corn, how to find berries, and how to fish in the rivers. They were caring and open-minded, sharing their knowledge and helping their new neighbors survive. This was the spirit of community in action. Back in the classroom, the kids were busy practicing for their play. Leo, who was playing a pilgrim, pretended to build a house, while Mia, playing a Wampanoag, showed him how to plant imaginary corn seeds. They weren't just acting, they were learning what it means to help one another. Sarah and Tom worked together, painting a big backdrop of a beautiful harvest feast. Everyone was sharing their paints, their ideas, and their smiles. They were building their own little community, right there in the classroom. As the pages of the storybook turned, we saw the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people coming together. After a successful harvest, a harvest made possible because they had helped each other, they decided to celebrate. They shared a huge meal to give thanks for the food, for their friendship, and for their community. This big feast became known as the first Thanksgiving. It wasn't just about the turkey or the pumpkin pie. It was about being grateful for the help they had received and the friendships they had made. Gus the cat watched his friends rehearsing. He saw how they encouraged each other when someone forgot a line. He saw them sharing snacks during their break. He saw them working together to make their play the best it could be. They were showing the same caring spirit as the people in the story. Thanksgiving, Gus realized, isn't just a day we remember from long ago. It's something we can practice every single day. It's about sharing what you have, whether it's a cookie or a helping hand. It's about being open-minded and welcoming to new friends. And most of all, it's about having a thankful heart. Being grateful for the big things, like family and friends, and for the small things, like a sunny day or a funny joke. So as you get ready to celebrate this year, remember the story of that very first Thanksgiving. Think about all the things you are grateful for. Maybe it's your family, your friends, your teachers, or even your favorite furry pet. Let's fill our hearts with gratitude and share our kindness with everyone around us, because that is the true, magical spirit of Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for joining our story today. Why don't you tell us one thing you're grateful for in the comments below? We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to follow for more magical learning moments. Bye for now.